Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of Past Pirate Pay, the movie discussion show. My name is Ken. I'm your host alongside my co-host, Andy. Andy, how are you doing?
Oh, hello, Daddy. How are you?
Yes, in case you could not tell from Andy's spot-on Slovenian accent, today's special episode is another in our award-winning Better Than Gigli series.
Yeah, award-winning?
Oh, sure. You didn't hear?
No.
Yeah, the Golden Globes, they came calling.
Oh, did we win a potty or something?
Yeah, so this is our series where we tackle the worst movies ever made. As our longtime listeners know, the worst movie that I have ever seen is Gigli. And so we on this podcast endeavor to see if we can find a movie that will surpass Gigli for all-time awfulness.
Yeah.
And today's episode, we are going to be covering the brand new Brett Ratner directed documentary, Melania.
Yes.
About the 20 days leading up to the inauguration, the second inauguration of Donald Trump, told from the point of view of the First Lady, Melania Trump.
Yeah. So we should give some background on this, just you going to see it, right?
Yeah. So I want everyone to know I did not buy a ticket for this movie. I bought a ticket for 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. And then
you pirated a movie in the theater.
That's correct. I went to the theater and pirated it anyway.
Now, we had a deal. If so, you have a movie pass. It's like a gym membership.
Yeah, I have a subscription that allows me to go see unlimited movies.
Right. So you didn't have to really pay to see this.
Right. But if I had bought a ticket for this movie, that would add to the total box office revenue of this movie.
And you didn't want to do that. So I offered to donate to the ACLU or something, of a charity of your choice.
Correct.
To offset that.
Yeah.
But you decided to skip that altogether.
I couldn't do it. Yeah. So I did have a choice. I saw this movie today. I had a choice. I could have gone to a very crowded theater, but in these times where we have assigned seats in movie theaters, that would have required me to buy the ticket so that I would make sure I have a seat.
Yeah.
And so I decided not to do this. You thought that it would make for better podcasting if I were forced to be in
amongst the cult,
in a room with the cult members.
Yes.
And the screening I went to was not empty. There were 4 other people in the theater with me.
Okay.
So I did get a little bit of the movie going experience.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's where we're at with this. I just want everyone to know no money is going into the hands of the Trump family or Jeff Bezos because
or
of
the
me.
ACLU now, you monster.
Hey, I didn't tell you can't give money to the ACLU. Come on, man. All right, so let's get to it. Let's talk about this movie. So this is a movie podcast. This is not a political podcast. So we'll get into my thoughts on Melania Trump as a political figure or celebrity or whatever in a bit. I want to start by talking about the filmmaking of this movie.
Okay.
The movie opens with "Gimme Shelter" blaring over the soundtrack.
The Stones?
The Stones, "Gimme Shelter," the movie that Martin Scorsese has used in like 6 different movies with the song. And we're treated to a montage of Melania Trump walking down hallways, getting in a car, getting out of a car, getting on a plane, getting out of a plane, putting on sunglasses, taking off sunglasses, all while the Stones are playing in the background.
Okay.
It's like Martin Scorsese must be furious about Brett Ratner is just like overtly ripping him off.
Yeah.
And if Brett Ratner weren't a known scumbag, there were times during this movie where I would be tempted to suspect that he was sending these people up a little bit.
Oh, really?
But I don't know. I maybe I'm giving him too much credit. I think I have to be. But like, so you know the bit in "Gimme Shelter" where the female singer's voice comes in and
it's just a shot away,
and she's going rape, murder. It's just a shot away.
Yeah.
So as she screams, she's singing rape, murder. We're in a private jet, a Trump private jet, and we go inside the cockpit. and there's a Donald Trump bobblehead sitting on the cockpit, and that is the shot that Ratner has chosen to underscore with rape, murder is just a shot away. Okay, so then it cuts, and then Billie Jean kicks up on the soundtrack. Michael Jackson's Billie Jean.
Oh, that's on track.
Right, Epstein Files. Here we go.
Yeah. Birds of a feather.
So then we have another montage of Melania Trump getting in and out of vehicles and walking down hallways. And we're still haven't gotten through the opening credits. We're 2 massive pop songs in.
Oh, wow.
And we're still in the opening credits.
Okay.
This is like the least documentary I've ever seen. This is like so hyper stylized. It's absolutely ridiculous. To talk again about the Scorsese ripoffs, there is also a scene in this movie where Donald and Melania are walking through the back hallways of some convention center, and the Ronettes and Then He Kissed Me is playing in exactly the iconic Copacabana scene from Goodfellas, where Henry Hill and his future wife are walking through the back halls.
Yeah.
It's again just a flat out ripoff of this scene, where it's like, how has Martin Scorsese not sued for this? Like, this is so.
And how are we not drawing parallels between like a guy who's famous for gangster movies,
right,
and a guy who's filming Donald Trump as if it's a gangster movie?
Right, exactly. This is what I'm saying. Like the whole time I was watching this movie, I'm unable to determine whether it is made by people who are just completely blind to irony in any sort of way, or are they in on the joke? Are they winking at us? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But here's how I imagine.
That I have not heard about this movie.
Yeah, it's very. I mean,
do we think Brett Ratner is that much of a dummy?
I don't know. What has he made? Rush Hour? I don't know. Like, these are. It's not. What other Brett Ratner movies are there? I don't even know.
I don't know. That seems like a cinephile dog whistle.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really strange. So the way this movie is made, here's my take as to how it happened. Brett Ratner and his crew followed Melania Trump around for 20 days and shot probably hundreds of hours worth of footage. And then after shooting took place, they looked at all the footage and said, this is not a movie.
Yeah.
We have nothing. This is 100% nothing. So everything in this movie, it's almost all montages. There's so many montages in this movie, but there's also just a constant Melania Trump voiceover. She is narrating the entire movie.
Okay.
To the point where it's like they're showing conversations between two people. Like there's a conversation between Melania and the First Lady of France, and a conversation between her and the Queen of Jordan. And the way these scenes are filmed, they'll like show 2 sentences that these 2 women are speaking to each other, and then immediately the audio cuts out and we get to Melania's voiceover about what the conversation was what was going on in her mind during these conversations. There's not a single scene that happens in this movie where we get to actually just watch what's going on screen.
We know how much you hate narration.
Right. Well, when it's done in the soothing tones of Melania Trump's voice, it's it kind of makes it work a lot more for me. But yeah, like this is like, it just seems to me like they couldn't possibly stitch together an interesting story out of following this woman around.
So they had to overlay things.
So they're just, and the voiceover, the narration that she gives is so pompous. Like, she is so full of herself. She thinks what she's doing is so important. She's constantly talking about the huge burden that falls on her and how she wants to revitalize America and reshape what the position of the First Lady is supposed to be, and how carefully considered every decision she has to make is, and how much responsibility is on her shoulder. Like, even despite the fact that the last 10 years of public life have pretty much led us to believe that Melania and Donald Trump no longer even like each other, like,
no.
At all.
Yeah.
I came away from this movie thinking they are a perfect couple, because she is just as much of a vapid narcissist as he is. She's just as much of a megalomaniac as he is. Like, but
I can't imagine 2 megalomaniac narcissists would like each other.
I guess that's a fair point. That's a fair point. But
yeah.
I mean, it is easy to see how these 2 got together, where it's like, because when you think of Trump and like the fucking gold, gaudy aesthetics of everything that he does. Melania is exactly the same way. Like every single place that she goes, that she has any control over what it looks like, it just looks like gold vomit all over everything. It's so disgusting. And the amount of time that is spent in this movie with her, like, talking to her fashion designers or her interior decorators, where it's like there's a tremendous amount of time spent on what she's going to wear to the inauguration. And she's talking with all these fashion designers.
And she landed on that Darkwing Duck outfit.
Right, exactly. But like, it's not just that outfit. Like, we see the initial version of it, but Melania is not happy. It's like the collar, the white collar in the back. Oh no, it's too low. It needs to be brought up another centimeter. And this collar, it needs to be sharper and more dramatic. And like she is just bringing these fucking poor fashion designers,
just micromanaging these dumb shit.
So just the tiniest details of every little thing, where it's like they bring her in. It's like, we got this, the Darkwing Duck outfit with the coat and the ridiculous hat. You've seen it. And she comes in and it's like, oh, yep, that's the look. I definitely recognize that look. And she goes in and the designers are all like patting themselves on the back. They're like, yeah, we finally got it. We did everything you wanted. She's like, oh, yes, it's very good. It's very good. Except this thing and then this thing. And she just like nitpicks like 4 or 5 tiny little details that are
of the finished thing.
And they're totally unnoticeable to anyone. But she is such a lunatic that she's like, everything has to be exactly perfect.
Oh no,
it's unreal.
Did they talk about how she ruined Christmas? That's my favorite Melania moment.
No, they did not.
When she did the Christmas decorations, like the blood-covered Shining hotel.
No, exactly. No, they did not. They did not get into that. So these people. There's a scene right before the inauguration. Jimmy Carter died.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently Melania's all bent out of shape because she wasn't supposed to have to go to Washington between the beginning of this movie and the inauguration. But now they have to go to Washington to go to the funeral of Jimmy Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And the funeral is taking place on the anniversary of the death of Melania's mother.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a good 10 to 15 minute chunk of this movie that is spent with them getting ready to go to and then going to the funeral of Jimmy Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Carter is basically never mentioned at all during this scene.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about this scene is just Melania and the grief over the anniversary of her mother's death. And we're just taking this thing and making everything is all about her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a running theme throughout this movie. The Trumps and really the last decade of America. Everything in this world is all about the Trumps. Like, there's a scene right before the inauguration where Trump is supposed to go to Arlington National Cemetery and lay a wreath on one of the graves.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's treated very somberly. We're getting a very serious and look at this. And Trump and J.D. Vance are walking to the site where they're going to present the wreath. And there's a single disabled serviceman, a guy on crutches, one serviceman there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else that is shown at this thing is a member of the Trump family. All of the kids are there. Ivanka and Jared are there. Barron is there, who's like 9 feet tall at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's everybody that's there are Trumps. And it's just like, who are we honoring here? What is it that we're doing here? But it's like, nope, that's just who
that's
these
the photo
people,
op.
Yep, that's just who these people are. It's unreal. The dislike that Melania has for Donald is pretty apparent throughout the movie. Like, there are several scenes where we see him going in for a kiss, and she is like stretching her neck as far as humanly possible to make sure that he doesn't get anything other than cheekbone.
So they included all that in the documentary?
Yeah. Like, yeah,
but is it meant to be like she's disgusted by him? Is that what you're supposed to get?
It's never commented on. It's just shown. Like, he goes in for a kiss, and she is like really contorting herself to make sure he gets nothing but cheek. Like, you can tell that the idea of her touching him with her lips is just never ever going to happen. She's just not going to let that go on anymore.
Okay,
totally not into it.
That's weird that they would include that.
Yeah, it's really strange. And the first time we get any kind of glimpse of Trump in the movie is there's a phone call.
I've seen that clip.
Yeah, and she answers the phone, hello, Mr. President, not hello, Donald, hello, darling, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the conversation they have is him asking if she watched the certification of the election results on TV. And then he just talks to her as though he is at a campaign rally. He's like, we won in a landslide. I got 320 electoral votes. It's the biggest margin in history. And this is the conversation that they're having when this couple haven't seen each other for weeks. This is what they're talking about.
Real personal.
Yeah, it's just Trump talking like he's getting interviewed by Sean Hannity. Like it's completely insane.
It's like the Fox News phone calls.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the people that were in the theater with me, it was kind of hard to tell. The only time I ever heard reactions, whenever Trump was doing stuff, there was some reactions. Like he's talking about how the inauguration was on the same day as the college football national championship game, and Trump's like, I wonder why they put it on the same day. They probably did it on purpose. And the people in the audience are like, oh, Trump, oh, Trump. And there's a few scenes like that where it's like Trump is doing his Trumpy thing, and the MAGA people in the theater with me are like, oh, that's our boy. What a scoundrel. But yeah, this movie is, I mean, it's just totally without value. There's no artistic value in it. There's no documentary value in it. It's just a thing that doesn't need to exist. Yeah. And I mean, we all know what the purpose of this movie is, right? It's just I wonder, like, there have been other First Lady documentaries, right? There wasn't Michelle Obama one that I think was on Netflix. Yeah, it sounds right.
I don't know if there's been others. They certainly haven't gotten any notoriety,
right?
You know, even the Michelle Obama one just was there.
Yeah,
like, I don't know why this is such. I think it's getting so much press because it's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think the real reason people want to talk about it is because of the whole thing where this movie is just another way for Jeff Bezos to funnel bribes.
A bribe vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just a way to get more money into the pockets of Donald Trump so that he can get some influence over him.
It's the same thing the inaugural ball was.
Right, exactly.
Like, inaugural balls aren't monitored. So for donations,
right, exactly.
So he got like $4 billion to throw an inaugural ball.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's what this movie is. It's just a monument to corruption. You know, like it's just
another monument to corruption.
Sure, yeah,
another.
The entire, in addition to the many physical monuments that Trump wants,
the ballroom
wants to build to his own corruption,
the Arc de Trump. Just another one.
Yeah, it's really.
If a Democrat pulled any one of these fucking stunts, they'd be instantly impeached and hanged.
Yeah, of course.
But he gets a free pass on all of it.
Yeah, it's completely insane. I don't even understand what a MAGA person gets out of a movie like this. Is this like there's nothing really even there? I guess you get to feel like the movie makes Melania Trump seem like a caring and worthwhile member of society, which is clearly not true.
No.
Like it's completely ridiculous. There's a scene that I thought was really funny where she's talking about how, because her job is so important, she has to have a massive staff that she has to oversee all of this huge number of people. And at one point we see a flow chart that she's looking at, an organizational flow chart, right? Mm-hmm. At the top is Melania Trump. Right underneath her is her chief of staff. And then the branch that reaches out from the chief of staff is everyone else. So it's like Melania Trump is responsible for one person, and then that one person is responsible for 100 people.
Yeah, well, I mean, that sounds right. I mean,
well, of course it is. But she's talking about how, like, she is going to be the person who is managing all of these people, and it's just like, what a huge job I have. What a huge task this is. Mm-hmm. But no, really what we're learning is her life is spending dozens of hours making sure that the hemline of her dress is exactly perfect. Like, so yeah. I mean, what I don't know what else there is to say about this movie. This is anybody who's listening to this show is obviously not going to be seeing this movie, I would assume. I mean,
our tens of listeners, who are mostly our friends,
right? Exactly. But yeah, so Now you know. Now you know what it is. In case you were a little bit curious about it,
that's why we send you out to do this dirty work.
Exactly. I do it so you don't have to. You just trust me. If by not seeing the Melania movie, you are not missing anything. So I promise you.
Did you see the tomato meter on this movie?
Yeah.
So currently, semi-currently, like at least yesterday, it stood at 99% the audience vote. And 5% of the critics. There were quite a few critics. It was, I think it was under 100, but just barely, I think. Yeah. So that's what you see in like religious movies,
right? Like
faith-based movies, because the converted love it, and regular people go, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. Well, I logged the movie on my Letterboxd account today, and I saw that in a rating from 1 to 5 stars, it has a 1.2. So
yeah, I can't imagine a lot of people on Letterboxd are, cinephiles aren't going to want to go see
this.
Right,
exactly. But apparently some of them have, or at least they're logging the movie to indicate that they have. But I can promise you I actually did. I did the work. I saw it. My terrible review on Letterboxd was earned. I put in the time. All right, so let's get into the Gigli-ometer.
The Gigli-ometer. I'm curious about this.
Yeah, I will say this movie has the highest score on the Gigli-ometer of any of the Better Than Gigli movies we've done so far.
Oh boy, this is getting close.
We got a thing. So our 3 categories on the Gigli-ometer. Once again, in all 3 categories, scored from 0 to 10, Gigli gets a 9 on the indication that there may in fact be a movie that is worse than Gigli in each category.
Yeah.
So that number 10 is available.
Yeah.
So as out of 30, Gigli gets a score of 27 on the Gigli-ometer.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Our first category is disrespect for audience intelligence.
Yeah.
This movie gets a 10.
A 10?
It's a 10.
Worse than Gigli.
I have given a score worse than Gigli for the first time in a Better Than Gigli episode.
Oh,
I feel
goodness.
Like with the entire MAGA movement, this movie not only wants the audience to be as stupid as possible, it depends on its audience being as stupid as possible. Like, it requires that because it's a cult. The MAGA movement is a cult.
Yeah.
So what this movie is doing...
You can tell by the tomato meter of it.
Yeah, exactly. So what this movie needs is for its audience to be as checked out intellectually as possible and just believe everything that is spewed at them as though it were the gospel of Fox News. So yeah, it's a 10 on disrespect for audience intelligence.
That's a high score.
That's right. For waste of resources, I'm giving this one a 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Monetarily?
Because
this is the one I thought would be a 10.
No, see, here's the thing. The people who have financed it are going to get what they wanted out of having financed it.
Oh, you're taking a different tack.
That's correct. See, this movie, and also, like,
But we don't know that.
It's a waste of resources, both financial and human. And the people that are responsible for making this movie and the people who are depicted in it, they're not going to be doing anything better with their time anyway. Right. So it's not a particular.
They're not throwing Brett Ratner in any more X-Men movies.
Right, exactly. So it's not like any kind of specific thing, right? It's these people weren't going to be doing anything worthwhile anyway. So it's not a tremendous waste of resources in that way. So that's why it's only a 6. And unpleasantness of viewing experience, I'm giving it an 8.
Okay, sounds like it has a pretty good soundtrack.
It actually did. There were a bunch of bangers on there because there's so much time spent montaging. There's some good songs on there. Billie Jean actually appears twice, where Melania is in the backseat of an SUV, and somebody asks, maybe it's Ratner, I'm not sure. Somebody asks her who her favorite recording artist is, and she says Michael Jackson. And then they say, well, what's your favorite Michael Jackson song? And she says Billie Jean. So then they start playing it, and the people in the car are singing along, and then Melania starts singing along, but she doesn't know the words. Like, she knows like half the words. It's her favorite song, but she only knows like half the words. It's like the most famous song of the last 40 years, 50 years. But yeah, so that's it. So I give it an 8 because as nauseated as I was while watching it, it still wasn't as unpleasant as the experience of watching Gigli was for me. It's just right below it.
So what's the total score?
So the total score, Gigli is a 27, Melania is a 24.
Oh, that is close.
It's close. It's close. This is, in fact, one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Wow.
So you finally got me in all of our Better Than Gigli experiences.
I haven't got you yet.
Yeah, we haven't got it yet, but
we haven't had a 30 yet.
But this is the worst. This is the worst one so far. You certainly you've certainly given me.
All right, so Ken, is it a pass pirate pay for Melania?
God, pass. Please just pass. Don't give these people, don't allow these people the space in your brain that is required just to sit through an hour and 40 minutes of this shit. Just go outside, do anything else.
All right, well, there it is.
All right, that's that.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Next time. Thanks for tuning in to Pass Pirate Pay. This episode was produced by the one and only Andy Morris. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast app. We'd hate for you to miss out on all the fun. Curious about where to stream the movies we talked about? Head on over to passpiratepay.com. We've got everything listed with handy links on where to watch. You can also join the conversation on our Facebook page or stalk our cinematic musings on Letterboxd. Links are on the site. Got a movie or a TV show you think we should review? Fill out the contact form, or this is cool, you can even text us right through the episode player on our website's front page. Thanks again for hanging out with us. Until next time, keep watching, keep rating, and keep it past Pirate Pay.